Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. This is WanQ. Today I want to share a very special thing. The reason I didn't upload any video this weekend is because I went to a silence retreat for 4 days and it happened over this weekend. So I just want to hop on here to talk to you about the silence retreat I did. I just came out of silence. So the silence retreat was hosted by an organization called Art of Living, and for college students, especially, it's called Sky Campus Happiness. I'm actually wearing one of their t-shirts. So during the silence retreat, you actually stay in silence. That means you don't talk, you do not have access to social media, you don't watch television, you don't read books. All you do is stay with the program from 6 a.m. in the morning to all the way to before bed. And during this entire program, there is an entire cohort with 2 teachers, a couple of volunteers. You have different modules of knowledge series. You have meditation, mostly meditation. You have yoga in the morning and sometimes in the afternoon as well. And the rest of the time you sit and meditate. You'll have lunch break, dinner break, breakfast break, bathroom break, things like that for sure. And I absolutely love the silence retreat. This is probably my 7th or 8th silence retreat. I stopped keeping track. It literally changed my life. So my current experience, let me talk about my current experience right now. Right after the silence retreat, we just ended our silence probably around 3:30 p.m. and right now it's like 4:30 p.m. So I just came out of silence. My current experience is that my mind is so quiet right now. I am present. I am making this YouTube video. I'm not thinking about anything else, even though tomorrow's Monday. Now I'm thinking about it. Tomorrow's Monday, I have to go to work. But right now, I'm doing this sitting down, making a video. My mind is so much present than ever before, because if you take a moment right now, you think about what you're thinking, you're probably thinking about the past or the future, like, oh, what am I gonna eat tonight? Oh, like what happened in the past that bothered me, blah blah blah. But over this silence retreat, like your mind just got cleansed, and at the end, what the result came to be, that your mind is so much more focused to the present, and all the thoughts that has been, like, if you're someone like me, your thoughts just running around like so fast every day, and if you try to notice, a lot of those thoughts are repetitive. And silence retreat really brought your mind, settles your mind down, and then realize some of the emotions that you're dealing with, some of the sensations, even physical pain or sensations in your body. If you sit for a while, you have like lower back pain, things like that, that you would notice. Those will be processed. But anyway, back to my experience. So my mind is much more quiet right now, and my entire body just feels so energetic and so balanced. Like sometimes during the day, you're like, if you walk for a long time, your ankles hurt or your knee hurts when you were working out, you know, your muscles sore, or you're sitting for a long time, like your neck feels it, your shoulder feel tight, things like that. But right now I have none of those, like literally none. Everything like just feels so relaxed but energized at the same time. And also, I've been eating mostly vegetarian over the entire 4 and 5 days. I didn't eat anything unhealthy, so like junk food, desserts, things like that. I didn't eat that. So My entire like body feel very light. My stomach is processing and really enjoying, like I'm not burping, I'm not, having those acid reflexes, stuff like that. So, oh, and another thing would be like emotions. So for example, I'm a type A person, so that means I overachieve. I constantly have a to-do list. I have like all of those thoughts running in my head. I have emotions, specifically like you're worried, like worry about the future, thinking about what's happening next, and contemplating, planning things out, like literally in your mind every single second. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, and this is what I'm gonna do in next week, and if this happens, what, like all of those little thoughts. And the silence retreat, I guess right after the silence retreat, none of those actually matters anymore. Like because there was so much wisdom and perspective being manifested and being given, given to you, you actually think about, oh, life is a bigger perspective. Like there is so much more than your worries, your day-to-day little chattering mind. There's so much more than life, so much more in life than what your mind tells you to do, what your emotions are feeling, your anxieties, your worries, your anger, your irritation. Like your life is just so much bigger than yourself, like than your little things, than your little emotions. Your life is so much more. There is so much more to this world than your day-to-day life. So that is another thing that I feel right now. I'm able to see everything clearer. I'm able to let go of a lot of emotions and worries. So this is another thing that I'm feeling. So if you're someone like me, I know you guys are, because whoever's watching my YouTube videos, you guys are overachievers. You guys always watch educational things. You guys wish for the best in your life and all of that. You guys are hard workers, and sometimes like you need this 4 days, this 3 days really to quiet your mind. And I'm not talking about vacation only. I'm not talking about recreation only things. Like those are also consuming your energy. So after your vacation, you feel more exhausted. But silence retreat, on the other hand, gives you the right amount of energy in this short period of time. Once you end this program, you're like, I'm just like a whole new person, ready to rock the world. So my experience with silence retreat actually dated back to 2019. So 2019 was a great year, if you guys remember. It is a great year. That's when I first started my MBA program, and first year MBA program is absolutely brutal. If you're an MBA student, you're watching, you know what I'm talking about. So you're taking like 20 credit hours of classes, you're doing networking, you're job searching, you're doing consulting, you're doing extracurriculum stuff, you're handling all of those stuff. So that's when I started doing, I went to a program called Sky Campus Happiness Retreat. So in the Happiness Retreat, you actually learn a special breathing technique called Sudarshan Kriya. So I learned that, and it absolutely changed my life. After doing that simple breathing technique, I was able to finally quiet my mind for the first time of my life. That was the first time of my life. Well, after, like when you have samadhi in your childhood, but like when you actually grown up, like when you started your life, you're pretty much like on a roll all the time. And then that was the first time in my life that I actually felt quiet, like quiet in my mind. I remember I struggled to find peace all the time, even when I was a little kid. So I was like, I need peace, but I don't know what that means, how to get there. And like in 2019 fall, Sky Campus Happiness Retreat, that was the first time I actually achieved peace. Well, you can't achieve peace, you are peace, but at that time I was like, that's what I want. And then in 2019 to 2020 New Year's Eve, there was a special silence program, and I was like, I need to do this. And at that time, we were able to travel, we were able to do the silence retreat in person. So I literally flew to North Carolina, Boone, to attend this silence program. It was in an ashram up in the mountains. It was a whole hustle getting there. Like, you take planes, you take like a weird little shuttle that goes up there in the mountains, or like and it was raining and all of that. I was like, finally I got there, and it absolutely blew my mind. It was the second time that I was able to achieve absolutely peace in my mind, and I was able to even let go of a lot of botherations. I was able to, like, it was a 180 degree shift. Like, before the program, I was like, I need to achieve this. I need to achieve this in my life. And after that program, I remember talking to myself. I'm like, I'm just okay if I can just get like a little volunteering job like in the ashram for the rest of my life. This is happiness. Like, all of those little things that I want to achieve during my life is all I want to achieve. Happiness, like, I want money, I want status, all of that. But those, like, the truth is I want happiness, and I already got it at the ashram at that New Year's Eve of 2019 and 2020. I already got that. Like, that is all I ever wanted, not status or money, because I thought status, money, all of these things were going to give me happiness, but that's not it. So I remember thinking that, you know, I'm willing to give up like so much just to be in the ashram and doing silence retreat. Well, that's quite extreme, to be honest, but still, that was a total mindset shift. And obviously I felt the exact same like as I feel now. Like, my mind is quieter, I don't have excessive emotions, my body feels so good after the yoga, there's no pain and everything, and I feel so energetic. And after that silence retreat, I remember I healed my insomnia so much more. And after that, I became a pescatarian. So after the silence retreat at New Year's Eve, I remember going back to the airport, and first thing I noticed was that everything was so loud. Everybody talks so loud. And second, I remember is that I smell meat. Like, when you go to Burger King or something, like, you smell like, I smell meat or fried food. I was like, ugh. I actually like felt nausea like in my physical body, and I was like, meat is not tasty. I respect everyone's diet choices and all of that. I have nothing against meat or like meat eaters or anything. I remember at that time I was feeling extremely like against the taste and the smell of meat. So that was interesting. Occasionally I eat chicken, but that's like very rare as well. Like, I don't crave meat anymore. So that's what happened. And after that, I was like, I can never live without silence retreat anymore. Like, if everything in my life falls apart, silence retreat would be the thing that I would hold on to, like, that I would go apart from my family. So family, silence retreat, things. And I remember also thinking, 2020, damn, that's gonna be my year. 2019 was like, I was stressed out from my academic program and all of that. I was like, 2020, I'm gonna rock it. And so the pandemic hit, and I was like, this is not what I want. Like, this is not supposed to be like that. 2020 was supposed to be amazing since I did the silence retreat. So I did 5 more. That's what I did. I did 5 more silence retreat over the year of 2020 and 2021, beginning, you know, all of those like stay-at-home time. And silence retreat was offered through online via Zoom, so that was very, very convenient. I did more of those, and to be honest, I think that is definitely one of the pillars that made me through, like, give me the strength to go through 2020. And I believe that all of you like know how hard it is to go through 2020, and I was so grateful that I had the silence retreat. So I'm continuing doing that now that pandemic is slowly wearing off in the United States. I'm continuing doing it. Even after the silence retreat, all of those progresses, I was able to like achieve so many things. I'm more productive. I think I really rocked my academic programs, both degrees. I still have 1 more semester left, so fingers crossed on that. I was able to start working out much more regularly, take my body more seriously, and this is an ongoing progress. And I do meditation. If you don't know my daily routine, I do meditation every single morning. It's in my vlog. If you want to check out. And I started doing more service, including this YouTube video. I wanted to do this for a while, and I think, like, I always thought that I wasn't good enough. I don't know anything about editing, all those self-doubt, and finally, like, I was able to say, like, hey, all of these doesn't matter. What matters is I'm putting myself out there, I'm doing service. And that's genuinely like what I want to do, is just sharing all of my experience so that you guys don't have to suffer as much anymore. Service is a big concept in meditation and silence program. Service is what makes you go deeper into meditation. Service is your ultimate goal to the world, like how much love you are able to give to all the people around you and to the world and all of that. So I absolutely love the concept, and I want to be able to live by it as well. So, ooh, I should clarify something. Everybody can do silence retreat. There's no like, oh, I'm not quite there yet, oh, I'm not gonna be good enough, oh, I won't be able to keep silence in that. Like, nobody went into the program saying I was born to be silent. Like, nobody do that, right? You do your happiness program and you just show up. There is a famous saying that says 99% of your life is about showing up. So simply show up. There will be guidance. There will be a whole group that goes through the process with you. So it's nothing to be terrified about. Everybody can do it. But there is a prerequisite. You have to go through the happiness program. A little bit of history of how the silence program came. It comes from ancient India techniques. So Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, he has a huge, I probably need to check his like profile and make sure it's accurate. I'll put something here right now. He is a absolute world leader of peace and he's a spiritual leader, all of that. He started Art of Living from India, and now it expanded to the globe. I know that they even have that in China. So I know I have Brazilian friends who did that in Brazil. They have it in Canada, Europe, definitely India, US. So it's absolutely global. Everybody, like millions of people, were able to benefit from the happiness program, silence program, and just in general, the leadership and spirituality wisdom from him. So it's definitely legit. All of them are evidence based. All of those techniques and meditations were practiced over thousands of years and by millions and billions of people. If you have a slight interest in experiencing something like this, it will start easy. The happiness program won't be intense at all, and it's literally about how to be happy. So that's all I want to share today. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment, and do not hesitate to reach out to me by private message. I'm happy to connect with any of you to answer any of those questions. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye.